Hello and welcome to this video focused on interactive infographic. Today I will teach you how to create a quiz using Google Form. Before starting this video, let's see a short PowerPoint presentation where we can find some tips about quizzes and Google Forms. Let's get started. Okay guys, here at the laptop I have the PowerPoint presentation, so we can start. Interactive quiz. Creating your quiz. The interactive quiz will ensure that learners have a real understanding of the selected theme and can be used to test their knowledge. The interactive quizzes can be viewed on Kahoot, Learning Apps, or Google Forms, but in this video we will use Google Form, just to let you know. So the quiz should remain visually attractive to users, and it can include true or false, multiple choice where we can find 4 possible answers and just one of them is right, and the final one is an open answer where people can insert such as numbers, long text, short text, or whatever suits the answer. And the quiz should include a brief overview of the topic, 10 questions approximately. It doesn't have to be like 10, 9, 11. It depends of the theme of the project. And then we need to include image related to the theme. Maybe if you are wondering where you can get the pictures, there are some websites where you can get free copyright pictures such as pexels.com, pixabay.com, unisplash.com, and there are more and more and more. Here we have just a few examples, and here I have an example of a quiz created on Google Form. As you can see, we have here like a small introduction. The topic of this quiz is FOMO. We have here like a motivational quote, a picture, next. And this is basically the structure of the Google Form. Is FOMO a psychological problem? Yes, it is. Next. Well done. The correct answer is A, yes. A picture, next. Do you know what it feels? Blah, blah, blah. The answer is gonna be B here. Next. Well done. The correct answer is B. And that's all. Basically, it's the same structure for every question. Is questions, then next. Well done. The correct answer is, and then a picture related to the topic. Okay guys, for this video I am going to create the same quiz, so you can check the full process of creating a quiz on Google Form. So the first step is go to Google Form. You need to use your Google account. If you don't have one, you can create one, it's for free. So then after creating your account or login, you need to go here, Google Apps, and then you can go to Google Form. And we are going to create a new one. This is the main interface of Google Form. Here at the top left, we can change the name of the file, and this one is gonna be quiz FOMO test for video. Okay guys, once we change the name of the quiz, we need to go here, settings. Here in settings we have make this a quiz. We don't activate this option, just because if you activate this option, Google Form is going to give you points per answers, and we don't work in that way. And that's all you need to know for settings, and we can go back to questions. Here I have all the questions on the pictures ready to be copied and pasted into the Google form. So we can start from here, structure and content. Are you ready for the psychological of FOMO? Get ready. So, come and see, copy. We need to go to the next one. And this is the description of the quiz. Are you ready for the psychological of FOMO? Get ready. Once we have copied the introduction for the quiz, we have here several options that we are going to work with. The first one is add a question, really simple. Import questions from different files, add a text and description, picture, add a video, and add a section. So we are going to use one question per section. So we can start. So if we go back to the Google Doc, we are going to copy this section. Have you ever heard about the Chromium FOMO? Have you done blah blah blah? This quiz will help you to solve this problem of being fear of missing out. So we need to go to Google Form, and here we can add text. So we click here at title and description, and we have the section here. We have a question here, so we need to move the title here to the top. Here we go, and we are going to copy the text that we took from the Word document. So here we have the image with a motivational quote. So we use copy, and here we are gonna add a picture. So I have downloaded several pictures, the same from the Word document, just to make as similar as possible. So the first one is going to be picture one. Yes. So is this one. So we need to go here, Chrome, and here we go. And here in the image title, we can add the motivational quote. We need to make sure that we center the picture. So in order to do that, we need to click here on the three dots, center align, and then we can click on the picture to make it bigger and bigger as possible. Just make sure that the quality is good enough, that the picture is not really pixelated. Okay, once we add the picture, we can preview what we have done. Just click here on the preview area, preview, and here we go. This is the title, a small introduction for the title, and this is the introduction for the topic, and this is the motivational quote and a picture. Okay, as we can see here, we have the questions. This is not right, so we need to fix that problem. We need to go back to the Google form, and here we need to create a new section. To do that, we need to go here, add a section, click, and then you can see the picture was moved from here to this section. This is the section 2, and this is the section 1. So once here, we need to remove the title, Untitled section, because if we don't remove that title and if we refresh the page and then we go to the next section, the title is gonna be here, Untitled section, and we don't want that, so we are gonna remove the title, remove, and we can start with the questions. So the first question is FOMO a psychological problem? Copy and then paste here. As you can see, a Google form suggests some options here, yes, no, maybe, and we can just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, and then here paste. And here we can see the correct answer is A. So is FOMO a psychological problem? So the correct answer is yes. And then we have a picture. So we need to go back. The first thing we need to make sure is this, as this is a question, we need to click here, require, and then we can click here, the three dots, and go to section based on answer. So as we saw previously on the Google document, the correct answer is A, yes. If people click the yes option, they are going to continue to the next section. On the other hand, if people click here at the B option, they cannot go to the next section as this is a wrong answer. So we need to change that. So in this option, continue to the next section. We click here and we can go back to the section number 2. So that means if the people click on that option, they are not going to be on the next section. They are going to be here again. And if you can't move forward or you can't go ahead to the next section, that means your answer was wrong. So you need to reconsider and select other option because this one is wrong. So the final one, I am not sure. As this is not good, this is not wrong, the person doesn't know, the person can continue to the next section, and we finished. Basically, this is the first question, so we can go to the next section, click here, next section, and here we need to remove this one, and we are going to add this text. Well done. The correct answer is A. Yes. And then we can add the picture related to the topic. Okay, so we need to go here, here, and I have here a picture number 2. Here we go. This picture has a good quality, so we need to center and always make as bigger as possible. Okay, we finished the section number 3 and we can move to the section number 4. That is going to be the next question. So as I told you before, we need to remove the title and then we can copy the question, and here we don't have the question option, so we need to add the question, and then here and the question is paste, and then here we need to copy the answers Option 1 is A. Option 2 and then option C. And here we can see the correct answer is the B. So as we can see here, the correct answer is the answer B. So we need to go back to the Google form. As usual, mark this option required and then go to section based on answer. The correct answer is B, so B can continue to the next section. The option A, that is wrong, needs to go back to the section number 4. So we need to go here and go to section 4. And this one is the same. Go to section 4 as this is a wrong answer. So we finished. And we can check the process here. Go back, refreshed. This is the introduction, the title, introduction to the topic, the motivational quote, a picture, next. Here we have the first question. Is FOMO a psychological problem? Yes, it is. Check this out. If you click no, and then we click next, we can move to the next section. So we are gonna be stuck here. So we need to choose the right answer here. In this case, we know that is A, yes. So we can go to the next section, clicking next. Well done, the correct answer is A, yes. The picture, really nice, beautiful. We have the next question here. Do you know what it feels like to be in FOMO mode? You feel good, happy, and comfortable with your social life. The option B is you think people around you have a better life, more enjoyable experience than you have. And the final one is C, you feel indifferent about people's lives around you. And we know the correct answer is B, so we click B, next. And we have done the first two questions, as you can see. So this is a really simple example. After this section, we need to add the correct answer. So add a section, and we need to write here, well done. The correct answer is B. So I'm going to copy the text, copy and paste. And then we need to add the picture on the number 3. Number 3. Here. Here we go. Center. Align. Perfect. That's fine. So we can create a new section here for the next question. That is going to be the question number 3 or maybe 4, I am not sure. How is the question number 3? So this is the question. Add a question here, copy, and here, as we develop the Word document with all the questions, we know that it's going to be A, B, C, it's a multiple choice, but here we can, for example, We can create a new question just to make sure, for example, FOMO is a real problem among young people, for example. And then we can add the option 1 here, that is going to be A, true, or B, false. Require, go to section based on answer, and here FOMO is a real problem among young people. Yes, it is. So the correct answer is true. So the wrong one is false. So this false need to go back to section 6. And that's all. So we need to go here. Well done. The correct answer is A, true. And basically that's all you need to know to create your own quiz. You need to follow these steps, and then you have to repeat the same process again and again till you complete all the questions you want to include in your quiz. And that's all. Congratulations for completing this video. Today you have learned how to create a quiz using Google Form. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now it is your time to create your own quiz.